Welcome. Welcome to New Light Living Podcast. See your life in a new light. I'm your host, Ulrika Sullivan. I'm an intuitive spiritual life coach. Welcome to this episode. Today, I'm going to talk about soul growth made easy with a heart-based lifestyle. And if you're here listening to this, it's very likely that you're part of this major leap in soul growth that's happening right now. You may feel this is happening for yourself. You may feel that you want to be part of shaping what's next and making an impact and create something better. As we're finding ourselves in this new era, we have been given the opportunity to explore our inner world and desires, our inner desires in a completely new way. And it's natural to want to change our lives, to include more what we now value. So this shift into a more heart-based lifestyle that includes everyone, that is lived, led from the heart and not from the mind. That leads me to the question, what is a heart-based lifestyle? A lot of people are finding that the way they've been experiencing life up until now has been based on structures and ideals that now are falling away. And it's opening up a chance for us to evolve into something completely different. We have up until now lived in a linear way of living, and that's no longer desirable. And people want to give way to connecting to the earth and to the nature, the energy of the earth, connecting and align with natural energies that has been surrounding us for all time. But what has happened in the past, I would say hundreds of years, we have really started to ignore this natural energy that surrounds us and that we're part of, that we're made of. But now is the time to tap back into all of that. And that means that we're tapping back into our hearts. It's time for a major leap in soul growth. So what is a heart-based lifestyle for you? You may be in the beginning of just kind of thinking, what else is out there? How else can I live my life? Since a lot of the structures and the ideals that we may have used as our guiding posts are now changing, falling away, or seem just a little bit less important. I'd love to hear what your perspective is. What is a heart-based lifestyle for you? So I'm wondering, where are you on this scale of exploring this shift today? Are you in the first group here? I'm just kind of have four different stages. Let's call it stages. Are you just starting out and getting into this type of thinking or feeling? Are you just starting out? Or are you ready to get into action, but don't know where to start? Or have you been exploring this shift for a while now and you feel ready to go deeper? Or are you in the position now that you're ready to take action towards your vision for your life and what this shift means to you? But your problem is that you're not consistent in your efforts. Here's how I defined a heart-based lifestyle. When we live from the heart, we make it a priority each day to tune into our natural energy, our true self, and the universe. The more we can be in balance within our heart and connect with feelings and emotions that show us what our needs and wants are, and act from there in the way we care for ourselves, others, and the environment we live in. Basically, that is a heart-based lifestyle. And that is a lifestyle that is based in self-love. So if you're up for some soul growth, it often comes up as a nagging feeling that some sort of personal change is coming up. And if that's you, that you've felt There are things here that I'd like to evolve into or see differently. But in the midst of that, you don't know really where this is leading, where this is going. So this is a time when a heart-based lifestyle may help you to accelerate your soul growth and path forward. Deep down, you want momentum to step into a new beginning and something amazing, but it feels so scary. It feels like hitting the ceiling and facing the unknown once again. Ah, it feels so hard in every fiber of the body to even think about taking action on something new again. And if you've had that nagging feeling that stays in your mind until it screams loud enough to make the effort to step out of your shell and reinvent yourself again, that's where we are now as a collective. And you may have felt this as well. It's like the body knows before we accept the change mentally. Do you recognize yourself in this? Then you are in for some major leaps, some major soul growth. And let's make it easy today. We're talking about a heart-based lifestyle. The good news is that if you're in that situation right now, you came here to this episode for a reason. You may be looking for solutions. And there are many ways to experience and go about a change. For some, it may be a desire to get in balance with your life, balance between work and life in a different way, balance between your emotions and your physical body, and so on. So what about making this change that you're feeling is coming into your life and experience an adventure and a discovery of this new energy? What can be more worth investing in than your own self-awareness at this time and your own self-care practices, increasing your well-being and happiness, feeling supported along the way? How about that? But you may think, I'm not sure. I feel alone. And you may think, I'm so scared. And I bet I'm the only one that's being pushed into this kind of change right now. And all of those feelings and emotions may come over you, wash over you at this time. And that's very natural to feel that when there's a change coming. Why would someone care about what I'm going through, you might think? Everyone is living through life changes all the time, and you're not alone. Some of the best moments are when you can release raw emotions that you have been bottling up for a long time and feel totally supported and seen. And this release of raw emotions and sense of freedom that often happens when someone is discovering who they are again. That is what I do. I help you see your life in a new light as an intuitive spiritual life coach. And that's why I created offerings at different levels so that you can tap into just the right beginning and starting point for you, right at where you are now. So if you're in the group that are just starting out on this journey of soul growth, to know and relate to yourself in a much grander, deeper way than ever before, I created an offering called Soul Growth Starter, where you get to know more about your own natural energy and how your soul's energy is expressing itself. And through Soul Growth Starter, you get some eye-opening insights about that. Soul growth is a high level soul growth starter, I should say. That offering is a high level blueprint to greater self-awareness, and where you learn more about who you truly are and what the energy of that is, what comes naturally to you. And there are insights that you may gain from this that you have never thought of before. It also addresses how you can support yourself to stay in that energy and align to the universal energy. And if you're feeling that your life is currently not in balance, if you are in that group, maybe you're having something that takes up most of your life, most of your energy right now. That might be work that's taking a majority of your energy, or maybe it's a relationship that takes the majority of your energy, and you feel that you don't have any energy for you. And that creates an imbalance in your life. And if you want to bring that back to balance, which is one of the most important parts of a heart-based lifestyle, to seek that harmony, seek that balance that needs to exist within. So I created a self-paced online program, and that program is called Self-Care Accelerator. And in this program, you get an experience of increasing that balance, increasing that self-awareness through self-care practices such as meditation and yoga, which I highly recommend to as tools and practices to step into a new kind of well-being, step into a new kind of balance for you. This program also includes step-by-step coaching exercises that take you to a clearer picture of how you want to live your ideal dream day. And that's all part of living from the heart. This program also takes you to how you can take steps next towards realizing all of that, living your ideal dream day every day. This program is often a platform for bringing that into a deeper coaching program. You can take that insight from Self-Care Accelerator into my online private one-on-one coaching program. And if you're in that group who's really ready to go deeper, to get that immediate kickstart to your personal development and soul growth with intuitive coaching, that program is for you. My online private one-on-one coaching program, where you get exclusive one-on-one time and coaching sessions with me. Personally, I discovered my return to raw emotions through private coaching. That's really the avenue I went down to get that kickstart and to go deeper quickly. The coaching helped me to unravel and release long-held energy that needed to be released for me to evolve into my next level. And through coaching, I could clear old stagnant emotions and make room for that inner space, gather courage to move on. Coaching sessions are often the catalyst, but the real work is done between sessions, believe it or not. When I sit in meditation or write in my journal or simply notice that the usual now can be handled differently. Those are the aha moments that really are life-changing. It's when I envision what that could look like and feel like, taking a different action than before to a situation. But it takes work to go on a personal growth adventure, to do that soul growth. So where are you on the scale? Are you just in the beginning and very curious about soul growth? Or are you ready to get into action but don't know where to start? Or are you ready to go deeper? And as I said, it takes work, and it takes work at the very right stage where you're at. It takes more work and resilience to stay with it. You have all of that within you right now. You have the resilience already. You have the resilience to stay curious about what you discover about yourself every week, every month, every year. And this is where heart-based self-care practices come in to maintain a mindful lifestyle. every day. Because when you lead from your life from the heart, it's not work anymore. It's love. It's self-love. And people often ask me, how do you maintain your own self-care practices to live this heart-based way? It must be so hard with, you have kids, a busy calendar and so on. And I have to admit, I'm working on living my ideal dream day right alongside you. Right alongside my clients and students. I practice the same things as I teach. And I too fall off the bandwagon once in a while, believe me. Because here's the thing. I'm in it with you. I'm feeling it as well every day. And it's not easier for me than for you. So being the teacher doesn't mean that I don't struggle. I totally do. And that's when I take my own medicine and use the tools and practices that I teach with varied success in my own life, I must admit. But what keeps me so excited every day is that I love witnessing my clients having a breakthrough during a coaching session. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. For example, I love hearing about how impactful your new morning routine with meditation and journaling is for you. For example, that you may not have practiced in the same way before or ever before. And I love hearing that the intentions you set 4 months ago are actually manifesting. They're happening. And I love hearing about what your intuition is telling you now after having practiced the skill, connecting to your own intuition, and new insights about yourself and others are bubbling up. That is why I do what I do. But this is not happening without you diving in and really doing the work. And it comes with a new depth in your life. This is heart-based work. This is the art of aligning with your own energy, your own natural energy, and discovering what the universe already has put in place for you to tap into. It's waiting there for you. And this is soul growth, and it can be made easy with self-care practices to help you maintain this lifestyle every day, every week, every month, every year. Self-awareness and self-care practices are the path to soul growth and to succeed in these new times. What this will do for you, you'll become more self-aware, learning how to listen to your intuition, create your unique self-care practices rooted in meditation and yoga, as I recommend, but based on your specific being, your unique self, your unique true self. But that's not enough, because know that your personal discovery and self-care adventure is for life. And if you want to continue to explore and discover and go on a new adventure based on what your heart is telling you, not your logic, that is a heart-based lifestyle. And now is the time to make that shift. Where on the scale are you? So what do you actually do if you're on the cusp of personal change right now, but you don't know? Maybe you are listening to this right now and you have no clue what's your next best step is. So as I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, I have some opportunities for you. I'd like to share with you 4 options to strengthen your heart-based lifestyle, to see which one are you identifying with at this time. So let's review these 4 options. Option number 1, if you are the one that's saying, I'm just starting to get into these practices, into spirituality, heart-based lifestyle, what is that? I'm just curious and I want to know more. The first step is, if you feel like this and then this is just brand new to you, this is the step that where you want to learn more about your own natural energy first and really explore what soul practices is about, to begin your journey to discover yourself again, returning to your own energy. And I recommend starting with the Soul Growth Starter Kit. This gives you forever tools and insights specific to your soul energy so that you can stay the course and stay connected and aligned with living your unique energy out and expressing that out, aligning with that, and aligning, therefore you'll align with the universe as well. And within this offering, you'll find some really remarkable insights that you may not have come across about yourself in the past. Now, I will leave links to all of what I'm talking about today in the show notes below so that you can read up on more details on what each of these opportunities are including. I'm not going to go over that here, but what's more important is that it's important to select to start right where you are now. And there are a beautiful start to your soul growth, and it can be made easy. Now, next, if you are someone that tells you, I'm so ready to get into action, but I don't know where to start, I'd like to present you with the opportunity to join the Self-Care Accelerator online program, which is a step-by-step, self-paced online coaching program focused on increasing your self-awareness, because that's really the foundation. If you don't know where to start, the self-awareness is the step you need to kind of increase and grow to set the foundation for your infinite well-being from a heart-based place, starting from where you are today. And with this program, you can take your time. You can go back and repeat as many times and steps that you want. You can take your time and really sit with it. And when you have completed that online program that I created, you'll have clarity of that vision of your ideal dream day, which is unique to you. And you will have also created steps towards living that. You will also have gotten introduced to practices, self-care practices that you may not have dived into as deep before, such as meditation and yoga. All of this is to bring you back to your own balance and clarity of what your ideal dream day looks like, so that you can take intentional steps towards living that. And that is how to start. Now, if you're ready to go deeper, if you are the one telling yourself, I am ready to go deeper in a very personal way, if you feel that you're beyond ready to and want this massive momentum right away, and you're ready to make the changes you need to make, and they need to happen now within the next, let's say, 3 months, then you want to go and join me for my one-on-one private coaching program, where we go deep with full personal support from me to release those energy blocks and get accountability support to propel you towards your next phase in your life right now. Now, once you've done that, you may feel, oh, I'm taking action towards my vision, but my problem is that I'm not consistent. And here is where most people fall off the bandwagon, the consistency in all of this. So when you're having that momentum and things are starting to happen for you, it's so easy to divert. Life happens. You stop when you think, things are getting so good, and then you say, I don't need this anymore. And then you have to backtrack and maybe start all over again. And that's when the New Light Living membership is here for you to rely on. And this is an offering that I'm just in the beginning of mapping out. It's not open yet, but if you feel that you're someone that, you want to have this breakthrough, you know that you're in for some soul growth, but you will want to have some support on a monthly basis on a long term, this offering will be for you. This New Light Living membership is a monthly, long-term resource for you that will support your heart-based lifestyle and inspiration, give you that inspiration to continue. And this membership will include monthly self-awareness practices, self-care tips, meditations, different various intuitive tools that I will teach you so that you can become your own guru in a way, and that you can tap into for support to keep evolving and grow with ease and calm. That's the goal here. It's not work, it's a way of being. So the New Light Living membership may be just what you need to keep you in that high vibration and stay the course to live your ideal dream day month after month, year after year. And summer, if you know that you're ready to live your ideal dream day and want to increase your self-awareness and self-care practices in your life to keep that balance, live from the heart. You want to approach your change with leading with a heart-based lifestyle. What you will experience next is, I'm going to share a scenario because you may still be confused. Like, what is right for me? Where do I need to start amongst all of these opportunities? So I'd like to share a possible scenario. Here we go. So let's say you are really curious about this whole, what is my own natural energy all about? You'll sign up for Soul Growth Starter, and we meet up virtually, and I learn about where you are right now in your life. I go back to your natal astrology chart and your human design chart to draw insights from about all of that for you. And then you schedule a Reiki session, an energy healing session with me where I help you balance your natural energy in a distant, what we call distant Reiki session. So that is where we involve your body, because it's not always about what you think. The body is integrated in this heart-based way of viewing things. Then based on all of that, I make personal recommendations for you for specific essential oils and crystals that may benefit you to use and be around personally to help you align with your natural energy and stay there. This way, you get a start to know and understand your natural energy better. With this knowledge, you can make leaps and bounds forward in your self-awareness and take these insights to the next level. Then, with the Self-Care Accelerator program, you get to explore the possibilities of increasing your self-awareness and get introduced to heart-based self-care practices in a step-by-step fashion. The program is designed to be gone through at your own pace to introduce intention setting, meditation and yoga practices, and creating a sacred morning routine to strengthen your heart-based lifestyle. And at the end, you have clarity on what matters to you now, your vision, and a high-level action plan to start closing the gap and live your ideal dream day every day. If you want to take this even further, you can then take all of that into the one-on-one private coaching program to get into powerful action, go much deeper, release that resistance as you make the changes in your life that you want to make. Wait, there's more. Your long-term success in this, is dependent on the consistent way you stay with your new heart-based lifestyle. Your new self-care practices support you to continue to evolve. That's why the New Light Living membership, which is in the works to be released and opened up soon, is for you as a monthly resource for inspiration to help with accountability, where you grow and live your ideal dream day for good and evolve on this concept for you. As I said, I'm creating this offering as we speak, but I have a wait list that you can sign up for. And I'll leave a link for you in the show notes. And if you're catching this episode much later than July of 2020, this may be already open for you to join. So check that out. I want to leave you with this. Don't wait. If you feel that nagging feeling that you are in for your next leap, that soul growth, why not make it easy with tapping into your heart, tapping into a new way of approaching this, a heart-based lifestyle? What is the right next step for you in your soul growth? What we've been talking about today is soul growth made easy with a heart-based lifestyle. Can you feel the shift, the expansion, the new opportunity that we have in front of us to grow and evolve, connect with what matters to you, step into what your soul is calling you to do next? What will you do with it? We're shifting from a linear mind logic based lifestyle with a start and end into a heart based way of living our lives that is based in creativity and self love. Can you feel that shift coming for you? If so, this episode is all for you. A heart-based lifestyle includes all of you all the time. And that means living from the heart, guided by feelings and emotions in balance, in harmony within both body, mind, and soul, in all aspects of life, at all times. Soul growth is coming to you. You can't push it. You can't start earlier than you're ready for it. You can't speed it up or slow it down. And if you live from the heart, you'll know when it's time to make shifts in your life. The key here is to trust and follow it. Thank you for tuning in to this show on New Light Living Podcast. I'm here to support you every step of the way. I've left links to the offerings that I reviewed with you in the show notes below for you to explore. I hope to see you within any of my programs. You are welcome to join any of them. I have a limited number of coupons for my programs currently open. For Self-Care Accelerator, use coupon code TRANSFORM for 50% off. And for Soul Growth Starter, to 30% off when you use coupon code STARTER. Be well, and until next time, trust the process, do the work.